Oh, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Madoka Magica. Tonight we're on episode 9. Last time Sayaka is going witch mode. She has, like, been on a downward spiral as she's tried to, like, take up the mantle of what Mommy stood for. To the point now that she's just, like, taken too much onto herself. She's fighting familiars. Her friggin' soul is unpure because she's not using grief seeds. And now she's turned into a witch, or something close to a witch. I'm guessing she's just a witch at this point. I mean, her little corpse flew away. She's a giant, like, I don't even know, like a thing. Doesn't look human, looks like a witch, smells like a witch. It is a witch, right? I think Kyoko might have to, like, fight her or something. I mean, I don't think there's a way we can bring her back except for Madoka turning into a magical girl. Which, this is probably gonna do it, right? I mean, this very well could be the push that Madoka needs, well, not needs, but the Madoka gets that will turn her into a magical girl, so she can save her girl Sayaka. But like until then, we got Homura and we got Kyoko, who might try to fight the witch. I mean, especially Kyoko's right there. She was in the middle of talking to Sayaka when everything went wrong. I did really like the way they kind of did the Sayaka like getting worse and worse kind of thing, like emotionally and mentally. I did talk about that last episode a decent amount, but I think they've really been acing the like negative emotions and like how the characters feel them and like putting a lot of depth into that because they feel very like fleshed out and human in that way. So definitely respect to the show for that. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's just like Homura doesn't want Madoka to be a magical girl, and Homura's from alternate timeline that's already kind of been there, done that to some degree. I mean, we don't know how that looks exactly. And Madoka also, well, Homura might, you see, I've been mostly doing it as like thinking of it as Homura doesn't want Madoka to become a magical girl because that will ruin everything. That's where I've been. But with the last episode, with Homura being like so, emotionally attached to Madoka, we saw, maybe it's not about the world, but it's just about Madoka, right? Like, maybe Madoka is the key to saving the world, and she's, like, the fated solution that she needs to sacrifice herself to, like, stave off the witches, or, I don't know, do something crazy. But Homura wants to save the sacrifice, you know? Madoka being the sacrifice. So, I don't know. It's... Homura's been someone that's kind of difficult to read the entire time. Last episode did kind of crack her open a lot. In that way to read her emotionally, nothing else. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to think about like how Madoka fits into it. I mean, that's been the big question all along because we know Madoka is going to fit into it in a really big way as soon as if she makes that transformation. Which she's just gotta, right? I mean, right? She's just gotta. I mean, especially with the Sayaka situation now. So, and especially because she walked away from Homura and Homura like collapsed to her knees. So like. Madoka's free spirit right now. She might just walk up to Sayaka. Kyubei's in the distance just watching, you know, probably eating another corpse of himself. It's just crazy. My phone's right next to the mic. I don't want that buzzing. Goodbye, phone. Oh no, did I just fall off? Okay, no, I thought it fell off my bed. I'm not trying to crawl under my bed to get the phone back. All right. I am drinking a sparkling ice strawberry watermelon. Get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, get yourself something. As we jump into this episode 9. Yep, episode 9. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so yeah, we're getting a little bit of a flashback of last episode. Poor Sayaka. You can't help but feel bad for her. Oh my... This is crazy. Kyoko's just standing there like, what is going on? That's her corpse. Is she gonna try to save the corpse? Did she just eat her own body? Oh no, body's still there. Okay, clutch. Actual clutch. Oh, she doesn't know. No, she doesn't know. She doesn't know. She lacks critical information. Homura! That looked like a flashbang, but that was a nuke. Take her hand, bro. If Homer is here and she's saying this, then you gotta help her. Okay, I'm surprised Homer is here this fast, though. I mean, she's from the future. What am I talking about? She has time power. Of course she's here this fast. That is... Oh, wow. She's froze time. Yep, that is Sayaka. Buddy. It's a weird environment. It's like train tracks. And music notes. And like the music notes are like the, what's it called? The lines that the music notes are on kind of remind me of train tracks, I guess. But yeah, all that stuff, that's more what I'm looking for. Bro, I thought Sayaka's witch ate Sayaka's body. I was about to lose my mind. I wonder how, like, honest Kyube's description of all the witch stuff, like, is. Because, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. We're not gonna kill Sayaka. We can't kill Sayaka. I love this intro so much. Why is she inflated, bro? Oh, man. How's Madoka gonna respond to this? Is she even going to get to respond before... I mean, she's got it. Like, from a writing standpoint, if you're gonna make this move, then we gotta see Madoka respond to it. Right? I mean, I'd be really surprised if we didn't. So, I don't know. She's gonna... Like, is Homer gonna be able to stop her from making the transformation? That's kind of the big question right now. Poor Sayaka. Man, imagine if you could hear it right now. Actually, you might be able to, you know, some people, they get the anime up, they get the, you know, I got the little timer right here, probably, unless I forgot to edit it in. So maybe you are hearing it right now. Isn't that exciting? Or maybe you're not. Maybe it's silent for you. Okay, let me shut up. Let me stop being meta and actually watch the show. I'd never allow that to happen. Okay, that sounds like what Madoka's saying. Also, I'm curious how Mommy managed to be a magical girl the way she was when, like, Sayaka's been trying to do the same thing, but she's been, like, failing at it so hard. Especially because, like, Mommy's, an exception to the rule of magical girls as far as we're aware, so it's kind of an interesting thing. Like, how did she manage it? Okay. Had to just get that off my chest. I was thinking about that. Sayaka's corpse. Oh, what did I just say? Oh. Poor everyone. Yeah. She just said it too. Yep. You turn into a witch. So by, like, to heal your own energy, you're using the energy of tainted magical girls in the past, or at least the clones of them, because witches birth witches, kind of something like that. Poor Madoka. And if Madoka tries to do that too, I mean, is her fighting for justice going to, like, turn around and bite her super hard? I mean, like, I feel like Homer is... Oh, interesting. So the amount of good she wished for equaled out to the amount of suffering she could take before it all went wrong? I'm gonna have to relook at that. Yeah, Kyoko, make some moves happen. Oh my goodness. I mean, Homer cares a lot more than she looks. She was even saying, like, she was... What a good line. Just dispose of the corpse. Do it well. I don't even care. I love Homura. Homura is so good. doesn't view herself as human, doesn't view magical girls as human, is just trying to save the one human that she cares about, Madoka. It's so good. What's up, Cube? You're gonna prey on... It's not... The thing, though, like, you can view him as preying on people that are, like, emotionally blah, 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 but at the same time, they're making the wish. Like, she knows what she's signing up for. I mean, she is, like, what, 14, 12, 13? I don't know. Somebody's told me, I forgot, but... We? Keyword we? Other cat? Think about it. Oh. We gotta continue the clashing, because the clashing is what brings unity to the universe. Okay, Plato. I don't know if that's... Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. I'm not gonna get into that. For a form of energy that wasn't bound. Okay. She looks so tired. R? Wait. Okay, this is weird. So it was useless for yourself. There. Okay, so Cube is an alien. He's not like a god or a force of the universe. He's an alien. Okay. We're a positive. Okay, so our emotions are the cure for entropy. Interesting. You're like adding energy into the universe? Yeah, okay. Ah, that's why he's eating all of it. Yeah, you're just a generator. I mean, yeah, that's pretty horrible. Okay, well, what about me? I don't care about the humans. What about me? No, I wouldn't be... whatever. For my races, but not for me, bro. I care about myself. Screw the human race. I'm joking, by the way. But, like, you know. Right? I mean, like, it didn't help Sayaka. It's not helping Mommy. But that's... I mean, it makes sense for... I mean, Cube-based kind of thing is making enough sense from, like, a... You can't experience, emotions, right? So, like... Well, we... Of course I'm pissed. Where are you, Cube? Because we're humans, dog. Yeah, I get it. It's just, it's tough to, like, accept that because we're not seeing the results of the sacrifices, right? We're just seeing Sayaka's corpse. We're just seeing Mommy getting eaten. And then the wick. If you ever feel like dying for the sake of the universe, please call me anytime. Later, dog. Alright, thanks, Cube. Okay, so the power does relate to emotion, like, very directly. What's up, Cube? Cube, I'm gonna stomp on you. I love Kyoko. Kyoko had such a turnaround. And the thing, like, he studies it, but he's not the one. He doesn't feel emotion, so I feel like a magical girl could find things out that he doesn't know because they're the ones actually in it, you know? Like, you can study, I don't know, soccer, but it's going to be different than a soccer player. Why did I choose soccer? Whatever. Yeah, let me just eat my cheeseburger, my Pockies, my Rockies, my melon. Madoka, are you going to school? You're going to school? I'm surprised. Just... I got bad news, Hitomi. Are you gonna tell her? Oh no. What? That's what I'm saying, Kyoko. Thank you, Kyoko, for stepping in and saying what's up to Madoka. Yes. Is there a way to beat the system of emotion that's been like... Because it's like a law of the universe is the way it's been described. So how do we, like... I don't know. There's some, like, interesting, like, arguments you can make. Okay. Drop in water is kind of a thing based off the OP, so we gotta pay attention. Look at Kyoko's development. She apologizes to Madoka. I love her. I'm curious what kind of witch she is. Because, like... You know... We're just testing the waters, man. Countering entropy. I was never expecting that. I wonder, like... When you empty a grief seed, because you're, like, taking the negative energy out of it, is there a way to get the soul gem back by, like, squeezing all the bad juice out? Or, like, could you fill it with positive energy? I could see that being the case. I could, because if you could find a way to make witches back into magical girls, then it becomes, like, you could turn one person into infinite energy by just making them flip back and forth over and over. That'd be so OP. I bet Kyubei's working on that right now. He's writing a dissertation on it. Oh, it's Homura. That's why it's Homura. Homura's watching, right? Oh, you're cramping her style. Shake her hand. Oh, gave her a snack, bro. Oh, I'm carrying Snickers in my pockets now whenever someone tries to shake my hand. Have a Snickers. That's OP. Oh, Homura's at school. She realized Madoka didn't show up. She's like, I'm gonna leave. It's Madoka. Yeah. We know that from episode 1. She does not care. Don't care, didn't ask, plus all plus ratio. Homura, built different. Yeah, I think she got a feeling, right? That's what the water droplet was representing. Oshbernat. Walpuri? I don't freaking know. I wonder if, like, in the last timeline, Kyoko died killing Sayaka, or, like, trying to kill Sayaka, and then that left Homura alone to deal with Walsh Burnett, and that's why she had to, like, come back in time or whatever. Something like that. Because, like, them teaming up, Homura thinks that them teaming up will be enough. So that makes me think that last time they didn't team up, and it wasn't enough. Interesting. She finished eating her food. Gang gang. Love me do? What? That's the entrance to your labyrinth, Sayaka? It's still so weird that they get completely naked for like Barbie doll naked. Not like actually naked, but Barbie doll naked. Man, Madoka as a witch would be weird. She's like, not like a leech, but I could see her being like a leech. I don't know. Wow, it's like a concert hall. It's based off of what Sayaka told her, right? Yeah, I'm bringing you along because I think you can help. It's a bum deal. I mean, even Kyoko doesn't want her to turn. That's pretty crazy. It's beyond moronic. Last resort kind of thing. I like that. Well, look, it's the poster of him playing. That's what's repeating, the boy. Oh, no. Oh, and it's probably the train tracks because a lot of, there was the emphasis of her on the train when she was talking with the two guys. You know? Yeah, it's like a train mixed with a concert. Oh my, this is crazy. She's like a conductor. Yeah, I feel like the witch to magical girl could be a thing. Oh my goodness, this is scary. Barrier. This is stressful. Look at Kyoko 1v1ing on the only defense. She is stubborn. She's always been stubborn. They're like carriage wheels. A carriage. Kyoko, are you okay? Yeah, no, you're sweating. You're sweating. There's 3 droplets. I swear, if Kyoko dies... No, Homer is coming. Homer is coming. Homer is coming. Oh, for when you beat her up. Oh, there she is. Oh, there they are. Oh, that's crazy. Look at that. Oh, that was so good. Is she bleeding? Oh, I think that was representing her bleeding. No, she's losing. All right, Madoka, grab her and leave. Oh, no, don't grab Madoka. Homura's here. It's fine. We're not gonna watch Madoka die. There's no chance. Okay, Madoka just sleeping. Oh, she's sinking. Oh, okay, that's not good. Oh, don't kill Kyoko. There's the boy. Homura. See how gentle she is with her? Oh no, Kyoko. Okay, she's still alive. She's just really in bad shape. And she's so dead. She's so dead. Yeah, she's saying you gotta 1v1 Washburn. She's praying too. That's like good from her backstory angle, right? I mean, this is a suicide attack, basically. Is she hitting her own soul gem? Oh my. She just nuked herself. Oh, dude. Okay, so Kyoko's dead, and Sayaka might be dead. And now it's just Homura and Madoka? That's what you're telling me? What is this? That's the most... Not alone. Because he doesn't care. What are you talking about, man? Oh. Which force it? Does that force Madoka into it? Yeah, that forces Madoka into it. Which is good for the freaking net gain energy of the universe. That's the end of the episode, huh? Holy crap. Oh my goodness! Look at that! They have another ED? They have 3? That's crazy. Oh, Kyoko. That was really sweet, though. How, like, it was like... Bro, this is stressing me out. Okay. No, I want to listen to the song. See, she's holding her hand too, because a lot of it was like, you know, I think Kyoko just saw herself in Sayaka a lot, because like Kyoko's been alone, right? She made a wish for somebody else, she regretted it. She's kind of stubborn in a similar way. Her personality is kind of like tangential, to Sayaka's, and so like seeing Sayaka go completely off the deep end reminded her of like how bad it was for her, like back with her backstory. And then she decided, like, I'll die with Sayaka so that we can be together. Oh, man. That's just, or something similar to that, right? That's just brutal. Poor Sayaka. It just makes me, like... Okay, let's look at this ED thing. Yeah? Yeah? You're gonna give me like a mom, how am I supposed to describe that? I won't rely on anyone anymore. Is this gonna be like Homura, or like next episode is gonna be Homura trying to not have to rely on Madoka to save Washburn, or is it gonna be Madoka trying to like be more independent because every time she was trying to rely on Sayaka, she was trying to rely on Kyoko, but that just keeps making things go worse, and now she doesn't want to have to like rely on anyone else. But look at, why is she, how old is she in this picture? How old is she in the picture? Because I can't say anything unless I know that, because I can't say anything about those eyes, about those thighs, about anything else, about the details of the drawing. I can't talk about it because I don't know how old she is in the picture, man. But man, if she's old enough, you know I'm gonna say a lot. Okay, get away from that. Get away from that. Okay, so entropy of the universe. Kyubei is doing everything for what he believes to be good reason, because it's like stopping the universe from ending. He's seeing the universe ending as a bad thing, and to stop that, we have to cause humans suffering, or just range of emotions, not necessarily suffering as much, but like force them into this loop of emotions that has to do with, or like this flip, the roller coaster with Magical Girl v. Witch, like that entire thing, in order to create more energy to keep the universe going. Okay, for that to be like, because that sounds good. I mean, I guess I don't want the universe to end, but like, is the universe ending even bad? I mean, because why does he care? I mean, he's got no emotions. He just wants to sustain himself and sustain other civilization. But if sustaining is like requires this sacrifice, like, is it even worth sustaining? I mean, probably yes, but it's something to keep in mind. Sacrifice yourself for the universe. It's like the thing though, like, what does the universe don't owe me anything. What does the universe owe me? What does the universe owe Madoka? I mean, she got to be born, I guess. I mean, it's kind of the idea, like, you're born into the... bro, I'm in the middle of, like, a philosophy class, okay? So, like, I'm just keep thinking of that. Because this actually, like, ties into so much stupid crap. I don't want to talk about that, though. I'm trying to talk about anime, not stupid stuff. Okay. Like, the idea that, like, you're born into the universe, indebted to the universe, and through death you get freaking pure... You, like, repay your debt or whatever. I don't know. Go read Heraclitus. Don't talk to me. What I'm trying to say more so is that, like, it makes sense for Kyubei, but, like, he is outside the equation looking in, and so it's hard for us to, like, agree with him, and that's why that's kind of the point, right? Like, it makes sense, we kind of see where he's coming from, but it still feels so detached that it doesn't feel human, that we don't like it. That's his entire point. Why is he such a cute cat, then? I don't know. He's just adorable. It's also interesting that, like, because I think Kyubei would call magical girls humans, but Homura doesn't, because they become witches, or they're destined to be a witch. I mean, I would still, well, I guess you could say you're not a human if you're a magical girl, because your soul's an egg. That's fair, but, like, you still pilot a body, and I mean, Kyubei did say that the soul is just a cluster of neurons, so you're just taking the neurons out of the human form and then making it into a puppet situation. I would still classify as a magical girl as a human, mostly. I don't see why, like, I'm fine with that. And then them eventually turning into witches doesn't bother me for that classification, because, I mean, I'm gonna turn into a corpse one day, and a corpse isn't a human, it's a corpse. It's dead, right? But that doesn't mean I'm not a human just because I'm going to become something that's not human. Like, I'm a human right now. And so I would say, like, a magical girl is still human right now. I mean, but it does kind of come to the point, are you saying that a human has to have their soul within a human body, or can a human be, like, this, like, piloting situation? So, I don't know. I see both situations. I guess I should defer to Kyubei, because Kyubei's actually in the world and is, like, an alien that studied it, as opposed to, you know, anything else. Sayaka's labyrinth is crazy. Like a concert hall mixed with a train. Because that was, like, where she, like, had her complete corruption arc. It was on that train, like, the conclusion of it, where she might have even killed those two random guys. And then all the conductor stuff relates back to her wish, of course. It's also crazy that you just see the boy standing there with his back turned to the audience, his back turned to everyone, which is probably how she feels as well. That's probably reflective of her attitude, right? She feels that the guy, friggin' whatever his name is, the violin boy, like, she probably feels like he turned his back on her through going, like, the Hitomi situation, and through, like, she's not been able to, like, see him and talk to him as much as she would obviously like to ever since becoming a magical girl. So I think that kind of reflects the distance between them. Pretty sick. Poor Kyoko. Really found something that she was willing to fight for like this. I mean, She even says, you've got to focus, to Homer, right? She says, you've got to focus on the one thing that means most to you and protect it to the end. That's almost like what she's doing with Sayaka, right? It's almost like projection. And then she takes her soul gem out of her hair, or whatever, I mean, and then she just stabs it to nuke Sayaka. I mean, at least if you break your own soul gem, you probably won't become a witch, right? Because you're dead. I would say that probably, like, she doesn't have negative energy welling within her. That, like, then, you know, turns into a new form, as much as she's just eliminating her positive energy into, like, a blast that then presumably kills both her and Sayaka. Sayaka being the witch, right? I would still classify it as Sayaka. It's just Sayaka's moved from being a human to a witch, but it's still Sayaka. Yeah, it's just Sayaka as a witch. I mean, you know, if I die and become a ghost, if ghosts are real, then it's just me as a ghost. Man, that ED switch up was sick, though. Kyoko really had the best character arc out of, like, anyone. And then she turns into this in the ED, bro. Okay. Is there anything else I'm trying to talk about? It's also like Kyubey doesn't know everything. That's interesting as well. Kyubey seems to be running with information in the future as well. Nah, not necessarily. I think he's just predicting, while Homer is actually running with future information to a degree. I mean, Sayaka's corpse is still around. Okay, crackpot time. Crackpot time. OP. This is crackpot. Kyubey doesn't know everything about the soul and the human and the emotions. He knows a lot, and we should defer to him based off authority, but he doesn't know everything. In the OP, there seems to be two Madokas, like Soul Madoka and then Physical Madoka, and they're dancing together, and it's adorable, and it's the best thing in the entire show, right? So, Sayaka's body is still a thing that exists, and they mentioned it multiple times as, like, a thing. I mean, for good reason, because, of course, like, you got to deal with Sayaka's corpse. And it was kept fresh by Kyoko. Maybe we can somehow maneuver Sayaka back through her corpse. Right? And what that might look like is either there's, like, some lingering essence of Sayaka in her corpse that then can, like, tether her soul back into it, or something, I don't freaking know. Or Madoka can use it if she turns into a magical girl as, like, a focus in which she can actually bring Sayaka back. Like, this is the body that we're going to, like, grab Sayaka's, what used to be Sayaka, and force it back into the body and bring Sayaka back. I think the corpse being a thing could be something, especially like the lingering essence thing. But just because of this, like, this part. It's also like Madoka's energy that she can contribute to the universe, like her emotional potential for highs and lows, seems to be what's granting her the most magical girl power, right? She can, like, her ability to feel is like stronger than anyone else's, potentially. Because, I mean, the way we were described the way to, like, outlet emotion or outlet energy into the universe was based off of the emotional highs and lows that you can turn emotions into energy, and so the emotion, like, fluctuation between being a witch and maybe less the fluctuation, but just the raw emotions of being a witch, which are negative emotions, and the raw emotions of being a magical girl, are so strong that they become an energy source, right? So Madoka's ability to contribute to that is probably reflective of her ability to feel emotion, which means, like, the depths of despair and the greatest heights that her emotional state can achieve are, like, way more than anyone else's in all of history, or something like that. Or that in all of that Kyubey knows of. Which is not good. Kyoko's such a real one. Kyoko makes moves. She sacrificed herself to put her down, quote, like a rabid dog, as I said last episode. Poor Homura's, like, defeated as well. I mean, you see the way she's in that pose where she's, like, leaned forward, just staring into nothing, like, on her knees. That's not the pose you do when you're, like, having a good time and you have a solution. That's the pose you do when you have no idea what to do. You know that you might have to, like, the one person you're trying to protect, Madoka. Why is she trying to protect Madoka? Why is Madoka special to Homura? I think that's, like, my biggest question, then. Like, why does Homura care? I gotta guess that it's based off of the experience that she had with Madoka in the past timeline. like perhaps the emotional heights of Homura's or of Madoka's like like emotional process or whatever. Like Homura felt and like ingrained and like that caused that emotional bond. But I mean, also consider if it's just emotions that generate energy and power. I mean, there's a lot of emotions that can be gained between the bond between two people, right? I mean, Kyoko's like determination, dedication, which ended up being like this self-sacrifice thing. That's an incredible amount of emotion that she's probably just generated. But it's not through her becoming a witch. It's through her sacrificing herself to help a friend. So, like, are there better ways than the magical girl situation to even generate all this emotion? Or do you need to become a magical girl for it to be put in a way that Kyubey can process it and turn it into energy? You know, it could be either things. Also, Kyubey might be a robot. Wait, think about that. He's an incubator, and he's saying "R" and "we," but what if he's just like a shell that's being piloted? That's like a generator. You know, he's like the wood fueled stove that they drive into the human, and that's why he looks like a cat, because cats are cute. So they make a body, they made Kyubey look like a cute little cat, and he's just being piloted, or like he's a drone. What if he's a drone? He's not actually a living thing that just happens to look like a cat, but he was made to look like a cat. That'd be a good point as well. That was a really good episode. Poor Sayaka. Kyoko, I love Kyoko. This little hand-holding thing, when I saw that for the first time, that actually that made my heart beat like an extra like 2 beats in like the moment that that I saw it. That was really good. Yeah, I really like the way they do the characters' emotions in this show. This is one of the best shows, I think, when it comes to like character emotions. But yeah, that's all I got for this episode 9 of Madoka Magica. On to the next episode 10. I think there's only 12, so 10, 11, 12. I mean, this is really kind of getting to the finale point. Walshburnott's coming. Madoka is really pressured into turning into a magical girl. I mean, there's a lot going on. So we'll have to see what happens in the next few episodes. Whether it'll be good or bad, I'm not sure. I don't know. I have to think about that and then tell you about it on the next episode. But until next episode, if you like the video, subscribe if you're new, comment, blah, blah, blah. Do whatever you want. See you next time. Peace.